The island kept its secrets until they sent in the Truth Squad. Island Protocol.
Congress just gave Trump's Justice Department a legal mandate to release every single Epstein file, including client names, but instead of following the law, they're breaking it by redacting names of billionaires and co-conspirators. Representative Thomas Massie says the cover-up spans 4 administrations and will be bigger than Watergate, so the question is, what are they hiding? Now, it's not just about one dead financier anymore. We're talking about a systematic cover-up that could implicate some of the most powerful people in America. Billionaires, campaign donors, politicians across multiple administrations. The Justice Department has 6 million documents they're still hiding from Congress. They missed their legal deadline. Apparently, they're protecting perpetrators while exposing victims, and they're only defying a law that Trump himself could have supported if our own Justice Department won't follow the law. When it comes to exposing elite corruption, what does that say about equal justice in America? This affects every parent who wants to know if powerful predators are being protected by the system. And you know what? When we're talking about corruption being hidden in dark places, I need to tell you about something that actually brought light into my family's darkness. Now, for years, my wife battled chronic pain and anxiety, endless doctor's visits, treatments that failed. Watching her suffer daily broke my heart. Seeing the woman I love trapped in that darkness, and then Jonathan Otto introduced us to red light therapy, and everything changed. Her pain vanished, anxiety lifted, she got her life back. Red light therapy uses specific wavelengths that penetrate deep into your cells, boosting mitochondrial function and healing your body naturally. No pills, no side effects, just pure healing light. While the establishment hides truth in darkness, red light therapy brings literal healing light into your home. Don't let pain control your life like corruption controls our government. Get your red light therapy device today and start healing, because unlike our Justice Department, this actually delivers on its promises. You'll find the links and the promo codes just for you down below. But here's where it gets really wild. Thomas Massie says he received a flash drive with a complete list of every billionaire, every campaign donor, every single person connected to Epstein. And guess what? The DOJ leaked redacted files to the press before sending them to Congress. They're literally prioritizing media spin over congressional oversight. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche is scrambling, saying we have nothing to hide, while actually hiding everything. Ghislaine Maxwell apparently now invoking her Fifth Amendment rights, refusing to answer questions from the House Oversight Committee about Jeffrey Epstein during a virtual deposition from prison. This happened earlier today. This is only the beginning. The congressional investigation expands beyond just Ghislaine. Fox News also covering it. Oversight Committee's deposition of Ghislaine ended less than an hour after it began, when the convicted Epstein accomplice pleaded the Fifth Amendment. Maxwell appeared before lawmakers virtually for a closed-door interview in the setting, pleading the Fifth repeatedly. Multiple outlets are confirming the same story, but there is bigger questions about who else is involved. Ghislaine has invoked her Fifth Amendment rights and declined to answer any questions. Let's see what James Comer had to say.
As expected, Ghislaine Maxwell took the Fifth and refused to answer any questions. This is obviously very disappointing. We had many questions to ask about the crimes she and Epstein committed, as well as questions about potential co-conspirators. We sincerely want to get to the truth to the American people and justice for the survivors. That's what this investigation is about.
Justice for the survivors. That's what the investigation is about. James Comer clearly frustrated. Here's what gets interesting. While Congress hits a wall with Maxwell, new revelations about other key players are emerging. And as you know, we have been asking why Steve Bannon never releases Epstein footage for years. Apparently there's I guess we know now 15. I thought there was maybe 70 hours. The number's irrelevant because we still haven't seen any of that video footage. But as you know, Steve Bannon did work with Jeffrey Epstein. Now we're knowing the true intention of it based on the emails that have come out. And conservative media is going to have some very uncomfortable questions in the very near future. I'm sure Steve Bannon is going to have all the answers, though, because he knows his emails have been in there, and it's only a matter of time before people found them. Now we know the footage was for a rehabilitation documentary for Jeffrey Epstein. being produced on the same day that Epstein was arrested. While publicly calling him a globalist child molester, Bannon was working to rehabilitate his image. Dinesh D'Souza, with his sarcastic take, Steve Bannon, man of the people. Here's the headline. Steve Bannon was planning to produce pro-Epstein documentary on the day of the financier's arrest. Emails revealed that Bannon was making arrangements for a redemptive documentary to counter damaging narratives advanced by Netflix Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich, filmed on location in Little St. John Island. The abandoned project was going to feature testimonials by Epstein pals like Michael Wolff. The authors here, Winston Cho and Stephen Zetchik. Yeah, Dinesh, clearly with his take, I with my own. Very curious, don't you think? Now, this Bannon revelation is explosive because it shows hypocrisy, calling Epstein a predator while publicly calling him a predator publicly while secretly helping him behind the scenes. Elon Musk has his own take. Bannon is evil. Elon Musk, no fan of Steve Bannon. He's been attacking him for years. And now he has even more ammunition. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just socializing with Steve Bannon, Mariano Fall writes. DOJ and House Oversight records show sustained coordination from 2017 to 2019. Epstein advised Bannon on funding, need to understand flow of funds, strategy, and messaging. Of course, we've seen this picture before of Bannon sitting across the desk from Jeffrey Epstein, probably in Epstein's New York location. Elon Musk weighs in with only 2 words. You know the story has reached maximum viral velocity. Elon said Bannon was laundering.
Bannon was Jeffrey Epstein's friend. He business a Peter. Elon says that you were laundering money for evil people plundering a chameleon. Insulated by puppets you paid, drunken charade. We see your China alliance.
The following is a public service announcement.
So the Dilly Meme team wasting no time jumping on that story. And Elon Musk, of course, amplifying the message. Social media amplifying the moments. Even a simple mention becomes part of the permanent record. Another one, Elon Musk, wow. One word, wow. Quote tweeting Steve Bannon, man of the people, to post by Dinesh D'Souza, the same headline again. Going out to millions and millions of Elon Musk followers. Musk's reaction brings us from the Bannon controversy straight to the government's handling of the files. Deputy AG Todd Blanche says Massey is asking to review unredacted Epstein files. They leaked it to the press before they actually sent it to me, but yeah, that's absolutely totally fine. We have nothing to hide, Eric Darty writes. Let's listen in.
There are a small number of documents, as I said on Friday, that we're waiting for a judge to say we're allowed to release because of a protective order. But this review is over. I mean, we reviewed over 6 million pieces of paper, thousands of videos, tens of thousands of images, and which is what the statute required us to do. You know, it's interesting. Leadership on the Hill, Congressman Massey, Senator Schumer are quick to complain. There is no way they have spent any time looking at the materials we produce, because I know the materials we produced them on Friday. By Saturday, they're already complaining about what we did. And by the way, apparently Massey and others wrote a letter to come and review unredacted materials. I didn't get that letter yet. They leaked it to the press before they actually sent it to me. But yeah, that's absolutely totally fine. We have nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide. We never did. And our doors are open if they want to come and review any of the materials that we produced.
So the door is open. Will people walk through it? Massey is accusing the DOJ of protecting perpetrators while exposing the victims. Massey on the Epstein files. They missed the deadline, but that's not the worst part. The 2 worst parts are that they're releasing victim information. outright lists of victims, and beyond that, they're withholding the perpetrators' names. Massey being positioned as the hero congressman fighting his own party. The personal angle humanizes the battle. Massey relentlessly fought for public disclosure of the Epstein files, even facing criticism from his own party's president.
There was one man in particular on the Republican side who did not stop for the disclosure of the files, for the public to see them, for them to be released. That man is Congressman Thomas Massey in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. He pushes for the Epstein Files Transparency Act. He's paraded and publicly crushed by the President of the United States of his own party over attempting to get these files released. And Massey was doing what all of us were doing the entire summer. It's like, this was a promise. Why are you not doing anything about it? These aren't a hoax. So now we have a member of Congress not afraid of the president, getting after it on a daily basis, and he was our voice during this.
So Massey, clearly a hero to many. Massey claims he now has everything, which sets up the ultimate question of what will he do with it. U.S. House of Representatives Thomas Massey last night received a flash drive containing the complete list of files belonging to Jeffrey Epstein. Everything is there. Every billionaire, every campaign donor, every single person. But he hasn't heard anything yet. Massey's painting the scope bigger than Watergate means this could topple multiple administrations and reshape American policies. Massey says Epstein will be bigger than Watergate and Iran-Contra. Spans 4 U.S. administrations, countless billionaires implicated. DOJ releases 3.5 million pages, but lawmakers say 6 million remain hidden. Congress tomorrow gets access to the unredacted files. James Moffat writes that Massey did more than anyone to get the Epstein Transparency Act passed, creating a legal obligation for Trump's AG to release the entire Epstein files, including the client names. They state here that Trump's AG is breaking the law by redacting names, including names of 7 of 10 Epstein co-conspirators. Here's the New York Post headline: Epstein email shows feds tried to contact 10 co-conspirators, including billionaire retail magnate behind Victoria's Secret. So Massey fought his own party's president to get these files released, and now Trump's Justice Department is breaking the very law that Massey created. 7 of 10 co-conspirators' names are still redacted. We know 3, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jean-Luc Brunel, and Leslie Wexner, but who are the other 7? The cover-up bigger than the crime. And here's what this comes down to. We have a Justice Department that appears to rather protect billionaire predators and follow the law. Will expose victims while hiding perpetrators. And Congress, we saw, passed a law. But the swamp creatures in the DOJ are defying everyone. It's not about Democrat versus Republican anymore. This is about whether powerful elite get a different system of justice than the rest of us. If they can cover up something that's massive, what else are they hiding? Do you think that Trump should fire everyone at the DOJ who's blocking these releases and start over with people who actually follow the law? Let me know in the comments. And while you're showing your support for truth and transparency, check out the Next News merch shop.
The system controls information. Information control is power. I want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.